Hello everyone and welcome to Nissa's Kitchen. Today I'm making cinnamon pinwheels. These are super easy. They come together in no time and they're a huge crowd pleaser. Every time I make them, they're gone within a few minutes. So if you like this recipe, then like and share my video and subscribe to my channel. So for this recipe, I'm going to take one roll of butter puff pastry. I'm taking PC brand butter puff pastry. You can take any brand that is available to you as long as it's butter puff pastry. Then I'm taking 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. You can also take white sugar if that's what you like. I will also be taking 2 tablespoons of melted butter that I forgot to show here. First step is to have your butter puff pastry thawed before you start preparing anything. So I took out this roll 10 to 15 minutes before I wanted to unroll it. Once you know that it's thawed enough to unroll, then unroll the roll and then take it out on any flat surface. Then this step is optional. What I'm doing here, I'm using my rolling pin to flatten out the surface of the puff pastry even more because that's to my liking. If you don't like that, if you like the thickness that it comes in, by all means skip to this step. So come directly to putting the butter all over the surface of the puff pastry. Once the butter is covering all the puff pastry, then mix the cinnamon powder into the sugar and then sprinkle the mixture of cinnamon powder and sugar all over the surface of the puff pastry that is covered with the butter. Once your puff pastry is covered with the cinnamon sugar, then you can roll up this puff pastry. Now, if your puff pastry has become a little bit too thawed, if it's hard for you to roll it up like that, like I'm having a hard time here, then you can pop it in the fridge for 10 minutes and it will harden up enough for you to unroll it easily. My puff pastry was on a cutting board and I couldn't put this huge cutting board in the fridge, so it was a good thing that I didn't end up ripping up my puff pastry. But you can always put it in the fridge to harden it up and then you can roll it up. Once your puff pastry is rolled up, all you need to do is cut it up with the knife. So take your knife and cut it into even thickness slices. So don't cut a random thickness of the slices. If it's random thickness, then your cooking time would be random as well. Then you will just take these pinwheels and put them in a baking sheet. Now you can bake these in the oven or in a toaster oven, whatever is available to you. I'm going to be baking these in the toaster oven. The first step before I bake them in the toaster oven is to put some melted butter on the top of my pinwheels and then sprinkle a little bit of the cinnamon and sugar mixture on top. That just gives your pinwheels a bit more texture. After that, I'm going to toast my pinwheels on medium to medium high heat for about 10 minutes. You know your toaster oven better, so you're gonna have to adjust the time and the heat accordingly. But that was just my estimate according to my toaster oven. After that, let them cool for a few minutes before you take them out on a serving dish. But once you have them on a serving dish, they will be gone in no time. So if you like this recipe, then like and share my video, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any other recipe. Let me know in the comments below how you liked my recipe, and until next time, take care.